All right, and welcome back. CDC versus EHOME Game 2, where CDC, they need a victory.
10 seconds remaining.
EHOME going with that first pick of the Magnus, and we're probably trying for the Magnus PA, as neither were banned, but they won't get both. Phantom Assassin taken by CDC. Cannot give up that kind of combo in a moment like this, and now that they've got the PA, they might feel a little bit better about themselves. They pick up the Lich. Bans are the Wisp, as well as the Brew, Sand King, and then Centaur Shaker, Centaur Shadow Shaman, and Rubik. And EHOME, they go back into the line. We'll see if they ban out Grimstroke, because we've seen that Grimstroke combo with the Chain Frost, as well as the Soulbind, excuse me. So we'll see, yeah, there it is, Grimstroke banned out.
Dire team ban.
Not a surprise, to be honest. They ban out the Jug.
10 seconds remaining.
We'll see what they want to try and
5
accomplish
seconds remaining.
for the side of CDC. I mean, in terms of their team and their team fight, for right now, they've got the Frost Shield and the Phantom Assassin. So, I mean, there is that combination, while EHOME, they're looking at having this Lion for a stun, having RP, as well as Empower. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see, like, an Anti-Mage come out from EHOME. The question becomes, how quickly do they want to pick it?
Radiant team ban. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Keeper of the light.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So,
Radiant
Terrorblade banned out, Swordar banned out. There's the Anti-Mage from EHOME that I was talking about. And Keeper of the Light picked up for CDEC. We'll see what CDC want to go to next. They'll have the control from the Keeper ult. Sinister Gaze, I'd like to see them get another stun out here. While EHOME, they've got 2 bits of lockdown. One that I like. That obviously isn't an ulti, which is the Earth Spike of the Lion.
Dire team pick.
Beastmaster now for CDC, which I like. Damage potential here, necro potential, as well as the Primal Roar. This is a hero that can really do a lot for you. Usually we see this with like a Tusk, which I would have rather liked with the Tusk to have the Boar, as well as the Necro Creeps to get that tag team. but
Radiant team banned.
they didn't go that direction, and now getting the Darkseer to come out. I like the Darkseer. They could go to, well, Magnus is probably now their mid. They could put the Magnus in the 4, but we'll have to see.
5 seconds remaining.
As I almost want to see them go to the Spirit Breaker, but Skywrath Mage gets banned out. So we'll see.
Ten seconds remaining.
Spirit Breaker with the Darkseer would be nice. Gives you more lockdown potential with the charge. I'd like to see him with the Ion Shell as well as the Surge.
Radiant team pick.
And there it is. Not hard to guess what they were really looking at in this draft.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So we'll see what the last pick is here from CDEC. They need a mid. I could see them going to the Lina if they want the stun, but then you're dealing with the spell shield. I don't know. You're weak in terms of eating nuke damage that comes out from the Lion. Let's see. $30 seconds left and still needing a mid. It's going to be interesting with what they want to do. I almost would have liked the Skywrath Mage for them. I know he's weak, but early he can do quite a bit. And they go to the Kunkka. So I like that. Kunkka's control. A little bit of team fight. I just don't know if they're going to win this game. They have to win it pretty quickly. Especially against this anti-mage with the Magnus picked up. They're going to be hyper aggressive with the Spirit Breaker. So we'll see if they even have an opportunity to do so. I don't think they really will. But we'll see. I think EHOME grabbed this second game. We see CDEC have to play a tiebreaker. I don't think this game even means anything at this point for for EHOME. I mean, they confirmed their spot. At least in the upper bracket, and they've gotten 5 points now. So it's not like they can lose their spot or their seeding. So this game literally means nothing.
Prepare for battle.
So Ego on this anti-mage, followed by Jiang, I believe, on this Spirit Breaker, Faith Beyond on the Dark Seer, Innocence on the Lion, and ASD for the Magnus. And then for the side of CDEC, you've got Kato played by Shaker, and XM on the Kunkka. Eve back on that PA, Ray on the Lich, and 123 on the Beastmaster. So, again, CDEC desperately needing this. Just need 1 point. That's all they need, but it seems like it's getting further and further away from reality.
The battle begins.
Ego gets first blood, and that's not going to help. That's for sure not going to help when you're giving first blood up to an anti-mage. You want his life to get easier. I mean, that's it right there. Charge level 1. We'll see how they use this, especially early. They have the Lion here with Ego. They're going to be ready to go again over towards top, and he'll be charging from behind. Now look over at Ray. There's the stun on the 2. Anti-mage this time around, though, not moving up with him. Now taking a lot of damage is Jiang. He has to be a little bit careful. His 1-2-3 does output quite a bit. Take a look over in the bottom lane. Faith Beyond doing a lot of damage with this Ion Shell. As Eve force back. And then over top again. It's just constantly the stun, constantly the charge. Really trying to find a way to get into this lane as 1-2-3. He's only got one last hit. So they're wondering where are they going to be able to just farm for the moment, but unfortunately they just don't have that opportunity. And now Anti-Mage wants to go in, doing a lot of damage on a 1-2-3. They'll get the kill, easy one there for EHOME. So early, it's just all EHOME once again. 12-2 for the Magnus, mid 8-1 for XM. They could just go after this again over towards top if they really wanted to. They don't have a mana for the charge at the moment. And there's the charge coming through. Blink forward from Ego. They've got the Hex. Kato comes in, and the Illuminate's not going to do anything. They'll get the kill there. They'll look for the return on the Innocence. They'll find it. Now they'll look for Jiang, but again, another kill here for the Anti-Mage. He's 2-0-1 already. Where do you find your opportunity to make things happen?
Thou art denied.
So Illuminate on the Ego. They'll bring the Kato over here. They're actually going to think about tri-laning this. Meanwhile, Spirit Breaker full health, full mana. Let's see what lane he's looking to go into. And there's the charge over bottom, so it'll be onto the PA. And Faith Beyond might even try to go on this.
Dire structures.
I'd really be interested to see if he does go, because they'll have Ion Shell on both of them. So they have a lot of damage available to going on to Phantom Assassin. Ray comes over the Frost Shield, Spirit Breaker in a lot of trouble, but Eve also getting low. The Ion Shell doing a lot. Now they'll get the charge and the kill. Ray with the Frost Blast, not enough damage, and Spirit Breaker able to survive. EHOME again, 4-1.
Haste.
4.5 minutes in, and things are going all EHOME's way at the moment. Stun.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nothing doing in the moment except over bottom where they get the kill on Ray. They'll lose Jiang, but he's alive for the kill on Ray. Faith Beyond is the one who gets credit for it. Eve is able to get one back, but again, EHOME just continuing to find these kills. And they're getting these kills, but the more I look, the more it doesn't seem as well or as good for them. Look over bottom once again. Faith Beyond, he'll fall. They'll get the kill onto Eve. Now the Sinister Gaze under the tower. We'll lose this Spirit Breaker, so it ends up being a 2-for-1. But to shut down this Phantom Assassin is actually quite beneficial. Charge over on the Beastmaster. They'll blink in Ego to try and go for this kill. Bash comes out, but it's still not enough. Even with the Ion Shell and the right clicks coming through from the Anti-Mage, they just don't have the damage to finish him off. Charge coming in once again onto the Coddle. Innocence behind him. The stun comes through. Not enough damage once again. See if they're able to turn it back around. They look for Innocence. And Ray's able to get the kill. They should find another one on to Jiang. He's charging at such a slow speed right now. And there finally is. XM looking for the Torrent as well as the X. He finds it. They'll finally chase the Illuminate. Not enough damage. Still running. But eventually XM will get the kill. So now over bottom, they'll look for Eve trying to get the kill, but the Phantom Strike as well as the X with the boat pulling back this Darkseer. Faith Beyond goes in a little bit too deep. The stun comes out, and the right click misses on Eve. Really trying to get this kill, but it turns in onto his face, and they will lose both over bottom on the side of EHOME. Have to see if the Phantom Assassin can now carry this Anti-Mage.
Freeholds on which to waste them.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
So 1, 2, 3 pushing as he's going for the necro book.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
On the bottom, they've got the Sinister Gaze on a Darkseer. X with the boat. Stifling Dagger. Nice little stun, though, from Innocence. We'll see if it keeps Faith Beyond alive. The charge there as well. They end up getting the kill, and now Jiang really in too far, as he'll be hit with the Frost Blast, as well as the damage coming in from Eve. But Eve gets a little bit over-aggressive going for Innocence. Under the tower he'll go, but they've got the X with the Torrent. That'll land, and XM ends up getting the double kill, so they do get all 3. So CDEC really trying to lock in the fact that they would like to not go to a tiebreaker.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
Shaker trying to farm the best he can. It's XM. He's got into the double racers going to the Shadow Blade. Ooh, over bottom. Y chase down. Eve doing a lot of damage. Now looking for Jiang. And gets another kill. Now looks over at Faith Beyond. The blink away. And, ooh, Ion Shell. They'll get the kill on the Eve. So Faith Beyond at least finds 1, but they lose 2 over bottom. Still looking for Ray, who now gets vacuumed up and pulled towards Faith Beyond, who has the surge once again to get into his face. And there should be another kill for Darkseer.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Still for right now, at least CDC have found themselves with a slight lead.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Skewer, RP, threatened for a moment. Now the ult comes out. Nice blink into the RP. Shockwave on top of it. Boat coming through. Primal Roar is there. Not really going to land on much, but the RP was used. No follow-up damage to it. Your anti-mage is still farming. He's going for the Battle Fury. He's not involved.
Dire's middle
PA continuing to farm the Battle Fury as well. I think if they come at relatively close times, this could really shape out to be quite the game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So for right now, things are looking stable for CDEC as they pressure over top once again. Looking to find this tier 2 tower. The charge will come out in a 1, 2, 3. All the way over, but the blinding light is on point to keep Jiang away, and the TP stopped. Making sure that they're really unable to make anything happen in this game. They're trying to come over and get these kills, continuing to pressure the X as well as the Torrent with the boat. That should be another one for them, and it will be. As we see that Jiang gets killed off once again.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
RPUs, that's over towards mid. Taking a look with the wall down, vacuum back. Chain Frost comes out. This could be a problem. Ray's still not dead. Gets to the high ground. Now they've got the ulti from this Coddle. They'll get the kill into Faith Beyond. They lose Ego. ASD is next. EHOME get nothing. And CDEC
Dire's middle tower is under
pull ahead once again.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under
So
attack.
continuing to push, continuing to get it done. And the CDC, as they again do not want to lose this game.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It's a 4,000 net worth lead. Battle Fury getting close to being finished off on the PA. Battle Fury is here for Ego, so it's not a big enough lead for CDEC right now to feel very confident. As I mean, if Anti-Mage gets enough, he could just run away with this game. But for right now, CDC should feel confident and want to continue to push. They need to really finish this game early, and I think they know that. Make sure that EHOME don't have a way back into the game.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's middle
Shadow
tower
Blade
is
on
under
Kunkka.
attack.
He's going for the BKB. Ulti with the nice sentry there, but the boat comes through. This will keep him alive. They've dropped down the wall. RP on top of this Chain Frost. Now the vacuum back into the wall. They just don't have the damage to follow it up. Looking over as EHOME taking a lot of damage. XM finally dies. They lose Innocence. Shaker drops as well. ASD and Jiang will fall. 3 heroes dead on the side of EHOME. Ego moving in to try and get a couple of kills here. Ooh, nice little spell shield. Gets the Stifling Dagger back onto Eve. Should be able to get the kill onto Eve as well. We'll finish him off. So this is the opportunity that EHOME wanted. They lost 3 in the fight, and now they'll lose 1, 2, 3. Ray might be next. I believe he saw that on Shell. And there's a vacuum back. They'll end up getting a full team wipe. Ego getting the ultra kill. So he's back in, and EHOME, they're back in this game.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Got 11,000 net worth lead here for Anti-Mage. Just picked up this Yasha going into the SNY, not too far away from it, and then into this Satanic. These RPs from ASD have been on point. The follow-up damage hasn't exactly been amazing as Jiang with the charge away. Ooh, but into the Primal Roar. And the TP attempt, but won't be able to make his escape. He tried and unfortunately falls. Into Roche, CDC go. RP is available here for EHOME. Drop the wall in the pit. There's the skewer with the RP, but it's not going to land on anything. They'll X him back. They'll get the kill. Now EHOME. We'll see if they're willing to give this up. Stun. Ego thinking about coming in. Eve sitting low. The wall's in there. Now they move over to the Kunkka. He's got no more mana. He's already dead. There's the mana void coming through. They'll buy back. They'll go in for the Aegis. Pick it up. And now they work on the rest of CDEC. Spell Shield is used. Working over on Eve. Innocence goes down to XM, but Eve in a lot of trouble. The Phantom Strike away. Still chasing, looking for the PA. Nowhere to go. Phantom Strike available, and back down south he'll go with the TP attempt, but he'll die actually to the Ion Shell after the right clicks were missing for Ego.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They've got the Aegis on the Ego. And now EHOME are really starting to pull away off the back of this anti-mage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So, take a look at Jiang. He's got phase boots.
Tower is under attack.
Innocence has tranquils, that's it.
Is under attack.
But ASD with the Blink Dagger, 4 staff, as well as the Arcane Boots into the Yules. And then Darkseer with the Glimmer Cape going into the Guardian Greaves. Coming up next, and then of course the Anti-Mage. Now going to the Satanic into the Butterfly next.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Take this bottom tier 2 with ease. They also smoke up to try and get behind enemy lines. With Ego pushing, now with the Empower. This is going to be the tier 3 in trouble for the side of CDEC.
Is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Nope. Looking. Don't throw the RP just yet. Got the charge on the XM. Ego connects that up once again. Now hit with the Torrent. Sinister Gaze. X marks the spot, pulls him back, but he's able to blink out before he's hit by the boat. So the charge comes all the way through. As now they look for the RP. They find it onto 1. The sweep will come through as well as the Chain Frost. Even a lot of trouble. Ego still has this Aegis. Primal Roar onto the Magnus. Focusing on the tier 3s once again. There's the Torrent wall. Still doing quite a bit. They'll get the kill on a 1-2-3. ASD ends up dying. The BKB is going to be popped by XM. Ego wicked sick as he gets that kill onto the Beastmaster. X marks the spot, trying to pull him back. Eve moving forward. Ego picks up the Satanic, and now it's his moment to try and get back in. He looks over the Hex Beastmaster, and now getting all this life back. Continuing to move forward. The Frost Shield not enough. Has Mana Void once again. Continuing to fly in. But he might have gotten in a little bit too far. However, he's got this spell shield. He doesn't care.
Radiant's bottom barriers are under attack.
X-Boat coming through onto the line. Innocence will die. Charge all the way on to Eve. They've got the Sinister Gaze trying to lock him in. Trying to find a victim as Eve gets the ulti. Now looking at the Mana Void, but the Aegis is popped. EHOME, while Ego's been trying to find these kills, they just haven't been able to get anything just yet. Now he wants to leave. Blinking in, they don't have RP for 35 more seconds, but they've got the Empower. Looking for some sort of 4-staff skewer, not going to get it. Charge comes all the way in, they'll take out the Coddle, they'll look for more. Primal Roar stops the Spirit Breaker, blinking forward will be Ego. Still working on these racks, no buyback available for the Coddle. XM does a lot of damage with that Tidebringer, but not enough at the moment. Skewer back into the boat with the Torrent. Now, BKB is going to be popped by XM. Trying to get the kill on Jiang. He doesn't run away far enough. The Sinister Gaze comes through, but they get the kill on Ray as well as Eve. They both die. Both have buyback. Down goes the Beastmaster. Chain Frost bouncing around. They look over at XM trying to find the kill as the RP lands from ASD, but there's no follow-up. It was really unnecessary. Skewer back onto Eve. He's been hexed. Ego, however, is already left. Ego back into the fight. Nice vacuum onto a bunch. Ego doesn't have the mana void. They don't have the damage to kill Shaker just yet, but there's the finger for Y. He'll get the kill. Now trying to take the mana away from XM. Which means he has no way to Shadow Blade, no way to get out of their vision. He'll get the kill on the Kunkka. He's dead. 95 seconds on the sideline.
Tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Blink forward, looking for a target. Finds Ray. Gets the easy kill. Now looks over at Eve. The charge.
Radiant's middle tower is
Into the well is the Phantom Assassin. Coming back out to defend the tier 3. Whoa. ASD. Trying to find the skewer. They'll get the mid tier 3. Blinding Light, stopping the Spirit Breaker. They get the Primal Roar, but they'll look for the ult. It lands on a 1-2-3. Now Stifling Dagger thrown back as Ego uses that counter spell once again. They've got the Hex onto the Beastmaster. They'll get the kill. They'll look for more. There's the charge with the skewer, landing on a 2. Shaker trying to run, but GG's already been called. Eve may get the kill on Instance, but it's not going to matter. And he won't even find that. It's a full team wipe for EHOME, and they take the series 2-0. So EHOME take the series 2-0, and now CDEC have to play IGV in a best of whatever. I don't know how they're going to do the tiebreakers, honestly, but it's probably a best of 1 to see who makes the playoffs and who doesn't. And EHOME confirmed basically what we know. They're a good team. And the next series is Newbie versus Tai Chi. We'll see if Newbie can 2-0 Tai Chi to force a tiebreaker of their own with Team Aster, I believe. So we'll see if they can pull that off against the worst team in the tournament, Tai Chi. No offense. It's just facts are facts. And we'll have to see what they're able to do. I mean, Newbie, if they 2-0, they go to a tiebreaker. And again, we still don't know the tiebreakers, but we'll find out. And we'll be back with Newbie versus Tai Chi in just a moment. Take a look at these stats really quickly. Ego doing a lot there. Brought it back once he got the Battle Fury and the Sanjin Yasha. There was no chance. Took that fight real easily and won it, and that was it. So we'll be back with the next best of 2 or series of 2 in just a moment. Stay right there.